Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3968. Today's date is March 28, 2026. It's been almost like night at 11 p.m. Today I will not gonna ask a kind of like a somebody education related question. Today I will take a light day. Okay. Like what exactly happened now? I usually record Artifact episode twice in a day. Like as soon as I wake up, I record Artifact, and then after I eat my dinner. But in the morning, there is some sort of thing happened. Thing happened means like that ki, like like my mother is kind of like yelling at me and things and that. So then after that, my mind is not really in that mood to record Artifact. So like basically I kind of like set myself that I should supposed to record Artifact twice in a day, but like this morning it didn't possible. Then that's why I'm kind of like recording this Artifact in the evening. Okay, so from last couple of days I was just like talking about the education system and things and that, but there are so many things are actually done it, okay, throughout these couple of days. First of all is that ki I make my first application, yeah, like a sonic audio recorder. Like I wanted to build the Artifact application, okay, yeah. But the like basically this thing na ki before I wanted to make this particular application Artifact, I wanted to understand that ki will I able to make app or not. Okay, so today means like from last couple of days, I was kind of like making app audio recorder app. Okay, yeah. Specifically Sonic audio recorder. Okay, so this is the kind of like application that I make. If you wanted to see, it's actually on Play Store. Sorry, not on the Play Store. Oh yeah, like probably if you are kind of like listening this thing, you might be, but today it will not publish at, like I publish it, but what exactly happened na in the Play Store there is a guidelines, okay, yeah, that key basically is this thing, you have to kind of like share this application. Like okay, let me tell you the entire scenario, how I supposed to make this app and things and that. Okay, I am not a coder, okay, and I didn't really kind of like simply code and things and kind of, no, I didn't really did that. Thank God, in Android Studio there is a Google Gemini agent are actually inbuilt in Android Studio. Okay, so basically I just have to give the command. Okay, yeah, that key I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that, and it kind of like assembly generate the code, generate the entire kind of like assembly app for me, which is like really good. Okay, yeah, because of that ki previously I was kind of like assembly try to kind of like assembly create app by myself. It takes time, okay, yeah, but this is kind of like a really much more better way. But the problem is that na ki right now I'm not really like that expert, okay, yeah, like I am kind of like mostly rely on AI, and sometimes that is not really good. Why? Because AI could kind of like solve my codes and things like that, but the designing application like AI cannot design the app. Like it design, but the way that I wanted to. Like basically this thing na ki from aesthetic point of perspective, which icon should supposed to be look better, so this or that a slight changes. Okay, like this app should supposed to be over here, this icon should supposed to be over here, things and that. These are kind of like simply tiny changes, okay, yeah, and for that tiny changes I cannot able to be rely on Gemini agent. Okay, why? Because like it's a like it's not really that. Okay, like what should you supposed to say? Should you say that key okay, this setting icon is should supposed to be kind of like a top right, but little bit bottom. Okay, so if I put this thing, then that icon should supposed to be kind of like a go to the top left with little bit, means like that kids, like basically little bit means what? Okay, AI doesn't really understand what is actually little bit. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so if I wanted to change a tiny bit position and things and that, right now I don't know how do I supposed to do this thing. Like previously, Android Studios actually comes with a Excel file, EXL 9 Excel file. Is that Excel file or is it? It's an Excel file, yeah. Like basically you can like do this thing. Like basically what is that will happen now? From last couple of year, Android Studio is completely switched to the Kotlin language. Okay, yeah. And I was kind of like used to know about Java language. Java and Kotlin are somewhat something similar, but like basically it's this thing na ki XML file. So basically what is actually happened in previously means like that year or 2 year ago, the app development is actually happened by coding, okay, yeah, and XML file. In the XML file you have to design your kind of like a page or your kind of like a screen, how it should supposed to look and things and that, okay, yeah. And in the coding file, okay, yeah, you have to like KT file, okay, yeah, KT, I'm like XML file is kind of like a design, and then there is another file. I'm not really sure what is exactly that. Okay, yeah. Main activity probably. Okay, yeah. So main activity you have to do a code. Okay. So this kind of like a two different files, and which is very much convenient for me. Okay, yeah. But since the Kotlin came, you don't need to kind of like you don't need to kind of like create two files. The Kotlin file has inbuilt that you could design your entire app and as well as code your entire app in one single page, okay, in one single kind of like assembly code in one single file. Okay, yeah. So which is very much like I'm not really used to with this thing. Most of people say it's a kind of like as much as easy as possible, but I don't know. Okay, like this is what it is. Like this kind of like is my problem. So I just have to figure it out. Okay, I just try to learn. I'm using AI agent as well as kind of like assembly doing this like a slight manual changes. How do I supposed to fix that and that and that? I try to figure it out. But thank God I have this AI agent, which is really good. It is kind of like assembly is this thing. Because of this agent, I could able to be create my application. Okay, this audio recording application I created, and which is like a like really good, like basically I created this UI, okay, which is like a like yeah, I'm kind of like some lazy thing. I never really kind of like a consider myself that I could able to build the app like that, and I built it. I feel really good. Okay, so I publish this app in Play Store. The problem is that in the Play Store you need at least like a 12 tester. Okay, what's a tester? A tester means like that your app should supposed to be tested by some sort of person that is called tester. Okay, yeah. Obviously I don't really have any kind of like app developer who kind of like a test my application, right? But still there are so many app developer are actually exist on the internet. I found a community, okay, on Reddit, and I join them. I share my application to them that key please test my application, things like that. Now the guideline for testing is that key a tester should supposed to be test your app for 14 days, 2 week at least. Okay, yeah, that means every person should supposed to be kind of like somebody install your application, and kind of like somebody your application will stay on that his mobile phone for at least like a 2 weeks for this particular everything and that. So yeah, it might gonna work. Okay, yeah, like basically almost like a 12 tester who actually tested my application. Okay, yeah, and which is really good, but I just have to wait for at least like a 2 weeks, then it will kind of like a publish publish into the Play Store. Another thing is that ki, because of I make this application right now, I get like a very much confidence. Okay, so that I was supposed to make my app like an artifact app. Like I was kind of like a thinking that ki I should supposed to be make this app by like I cannot able to make my app by myself. Like I'm not really good at coding and things and that. But I realized that ki I could able to do that. Okay, yeah, like I have this AI agent, okay, which is kind of like a really helpful for me to create this application. So like basically is this thing na ki because I kind of like created this audio recording simple application, which is kind of like somebody giving me a lot of confidence regarding about that. But still my artifact application is a kind of like a very different application, because I don't know, okay, yeah, but I have a little bit of kind of like a faith that I could able to be make that application. It might gonna take me a kind of like a probably I don't know. Okay, yeah. Because I'm not really sure what kind of like a problem will I supposed to be face. Because like it really required database, login credential, things and that Firebase database system. And I don't know how to I supposed to use that thing. So let's just figure it out. Okay, yeah. Step by step. Okay. And yeah. I think that key I will gonna make this application. I'm not really sure how much time it takes, but yeah. So this is all update. Okay. Also, by the way, there is also one good thing actually happened. From last couple of months, probably is this thing I was just alone, and all my friends are actually kind of like a simply like a gone and things like that. Okay, yeah. So I was kind of like a just alone. Okay, and because of like I am kind of like a recording artifact, it's not really that key like basically I'm kind of like a stuck and things and that. No, it just kind of like that keep feel little bit of alone. Okay, from last couple of months. Today right now it feel really good because of that key. One of my friend Subodh has a birthday, and basically he came home as well as bunch of other people who actually came, and we kind of like a gather together, we celebrate his birthday. And I feel really good. Okay, yeah. Like basically what is actually happened na ki since we are on this age, like basically responsibilities and things and that we haven't really meet every single day. Yeah, not even once in a week. Why? Because of that there is a lot of things everyone actually move on and things and that. It's not really that ki friendship is fade away. No, we still have that. Okay, we still kind of like a somebody kind of like a send each other a meme or things or joke or whatever, okay, on WhatsApp group. But still is this thing like a meeting in real is very much different, and I feel really good today. I'm feel like a really like a like basically this thing since like this morning my mother is kind of like a yelling at me things and that. I was like a really upset, but sometime I used to with this thing. Okay, I really feel like that key like today I was kind of like a thinking that na ki I shouldn't supposed to be kind of like a assembly, like I have to get out from here as soon as possible as it can. I will just wait for at least like a couple of months, sorry, couple of months, yeah. Like basically this thing you are actually like basically I'm actually earning na some sort of amount of money from my book. Okay, yeah. Like I'm actually earning this month I will gonna earn almost like a 5,000 rupees, okay, yeah, from my book. So which is really good. Okay, because of that key I am already publishing my books. Okay, yeah. So probably is this thing within a couple of months I might gonna earn maybe 5 to 10,000 per month. I'm not really sure about that. Okay, but another thing is that key um, my content creation is actually getting a lot of views. Okay, yeah, last night on Instagram platform I'm getting almost like a 27,000 views. Okay, which is also really good. Okay, but still is this thing that na ki earning money from social media probably I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to be, I don't know. Okay, yeah, because I'm kind of like doing this content creation and things and that I don't know. Okay, so right now I'm actually earning from book, and I'm actually focused on this application. It might gonna work. Okay, and just couple of months. Okay, yeah, just couple of months I will gonna get out from here. Okay, I just don't want to stay here. I literally just like begging for that key, like when that day come and when will I get out from here. I just don't want to live in my home, because like like every day, just like so bad, so bad. Like literally, just like that. Now, sometimes I just can't even talk to my parents, can't even see to my father eyes. Like really feel like really, really bad. I'm not blaming, like I don't know, yeah, dude. I think that na ki it's a like basically is this thing na, if you have a bigger thing that you wanted to achieve, you will kind of like get bigger resistance. Like example is this thing, if you wanted to climb Mount Everest, so obviously you have to put that much amount of effort to climb that Mount Everest, na? Right? So this is what it is. If I'm climbing, if my destiny is actually on the Mount Everest, then obviously I have to put the effort. Effort means resistance. Okay, so yeah, but still it's just like that na ki physical effort is a somewhat something bearable. Emotional and mental kind of like a resistance is yeah, that's a big another task. Whatever. Okay, so this is it, I should supposed to end here, and thank you.